Hello, this is Jo Parchment, your gourmet cave woman, and thank you for tuning into my Holistic Health channel. So I'm back in Toronto, and I'm just in my juicing corner here, and I'm making just a random drink. I've already had a few today, but I'm just feeling a little bit thirsty. So I'm using my Old Omega juicer, which works perfectly. I had bought this other one. I don't know why I bought it, because it's just not a good juicer at all, and I won't be using it anymore. And I have written to Omega to see whether they will do something to compensate me. Anyway, never mind. I am juicing away here. And of course, my all-time favorite, wheatgrass, which of course has the same makeup as our own blood. So it's just like the juice man always said, it's the blood of the plant that feeds our cells, and especially wheatgrass. So I'm adding wheatgrass. Now I'm going to add some cucumber, which is great for the liver, and it's very hydrating because it does have a lot of water in it, but lots of minerals and the usual bioactive nutrition. And of course, I add quite a bit of apple, because apple is not only a good balancer for the greens, it's full of malic acid, which is a substance that actually helps to soften your gallbladder stones, so it's excellent for the liver. And of course, I'm going to add my all-time favorite jalapeno pepper, which is going to give my drink a nice little zip. And absolutely what I love more than anything else is ginger, and I like to add a nice big piece of ginger, because ginger is great for the digestion, and of course, because of the medication that I take, it does interfere with my digestion. And then of course, I have this wonderful celery, and celery is actually, and this is organic, because you don't want to get the regular kind. It's one of the dirty dozens, which means it's got a lot of chemicals. So I spend a little extra money and get the organic one. And then I have, let me see now, I also have some baby kale, which I think is also very good in a juice. I don't like to use too much kale because of the oxalic acid when you eat it raw, but it does have nutritional value. So I got this very nice new brand that I saw at the Big Carrot, as you can see, baby kale it's called, and it looks quite delicate, and I know it's going to add to this powerhouse of nutrition. And let's see now, what else have I got here? Of course, my all-time favorite turmeric, which is good for your immune system, and I'll add a few pieces of that. I mean, you know, when you're making a juice, just juice. Just do whatever your imagination tells you, or what your taste buds are calling for. I don't really follow recipes, but I am in the process of rewriting a juice book that I wrote years and years ago and never published it, put it away. And recently I started to look at it again, and I thought to myself, well, you know, this is not really bad at all. I mean, there's a lot of information I'm updating to information that is much more relevant compared to, let's say, 7 to 8 years ago. And I think by the time the book is finished, you're going to be quite impressed. I'm making up some really nice original drinks. And I'm going to either, well, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to have it as an ebook on my website, and I'm also going to, of course, have it on Amazon. I mean, I know there are a lot of hundreds of juice books, but you know, each juice book has a message of its own, and I think my juice book will resonate with a lot of people, especially people who are challenged with any kind of disease, not just cancer, but of course, as we all know, cancer is an epidemic. And I started a support group on meetup.com, which I'm going to have my first meeting, hopefully by next week. And it's a support group for cancer patients, survivors, their friends and family. Because, you know, once you get that word that you have the big C, the first thing that happens is panic sets in. Oh, here I'm adding lemon because, you know, lemon is a great mucus. It melts mucus. That's what I'm really trying to say. And it's absolutely essential for people who are trying to get rid of arthritis, you know, respiratory congestion, cancer, or whatever, all kinds of diseases. It's pretty well good for everything. And it's a cleanser, you know, and it's loaded with vitamin C. I don't use any other citruses because I find, well, grapefruit I'm not allowed to have, and neither orange, but I never used orange anyway because orange is way too acidic. Lemons, believe it or not, are actually very alkaline, and they're actually really very good. And when you mix them in with other greens and so on, it really gives the drink a very nice flavor, very refreshing. And it's a great drink to have in the morning, what I'm making here. I mean, this is really like the ginger blast that I make all the time, except I didn't have any cilantro, parsley, or dill, so I left that out. But regardless, I have everything else that is in the ginger blast, which of course my hero, Lou Corona, developed and has been drinking for 41 years, and I'm trying to start drinking, I am drinking it every day. Of course, I don't have 40 years, but I may have another 10. So I'm being very optimistic, and I have to say, I feel great. I had a long trip coming back from Connecticut to Toronto the Good. I'm very happy to be back home for a bit and enjoying going to the Carrot, the friendly butcher where I get all my grass-fed food, grass-fed meat, I mean. And, you know, Toronto is a great city for natural healing. I mean, there isn't anything you can't get. So here's my drink, all ready to go. And look at the pulp on the original Omega juicer. It's as dry as a bone. I mean, if you have a dehydrator, you can dehydrate these and make crisps out of them or whatever. But I don't have a dehydrator, and we have a composting system in the building. So that's where this is going to go. And I'm just happy. Look at the lovely green juice. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope I'm inspiring you. And please don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.